I see nothing. What'd you expect? This water isn't exactly crystal clear. Maybe we should have brought bait. How should I know what mermaids like? I'm not an encyclopedia just because I know about more creatures than you. Don't get me wrong, I want nothing more than to cut my losses and forget about all this. But there's nowhere else to go, and there's no one else to be. I guess if I had to pick, someone ordinary and desperate. Easy to get and easy to get around in. But I wouldn't even need to take on someone else's face if I could just get my hands on a proper soul. Well, the deal can at least tide me over. I'm not such a maniac I'd kill a human after they agreed to give me a soul. Not to mention that usually violates the contract outside of very specific circumstances. It's unlikely I'll be able to make a deal that lets me take on a human's form again. Why does life have to be so complicated? Oh, that almost sounded like a compliment. This isn't a face I would choose for myself, but I guess I am making it work. Let's see. Relax, I'm not about to jump out of the boat. I'm just looking at the water to see if my eyes are still red. I see a face? No, not my reflection, it's something else. Now, that I didn't expect. You're a mermaid, right? Hold on, we're not looking for trouble, just didn't expect you to come to us. I'm a demon. Anyway, it's a lot of demonic business, but long story short, we're looking for a mermaid who looks like me. Like, exactly like me. And she wasn't born a mermaid, she just transformed, so... Do you think they understood a word I said? I forgot to ask. Can you swim? Just thought I should know in case they knock us out of the boat. They might. Why did you drag me up here? What? What are you doing here? I could ask you the same question. What is this? Why are you with my old guard? You can't go back on your deal now. That's rich coming from you. You went ahead and sold your soul twice. You've only got the one. Well, peasant life wasn't really working out. I like it much better here. It doesn't matter what you like. You screwed me over. And being the princess wasn't good enough recompense? Oh, believe me, I would have loved to keep being princess. Your guard dog here ruined it for me. Couldn't you just be happy for me? I'm not going back to the castle. This is my home. Your home. How long have you been here? It's only been a few days, but I can feel that this is where I'm meant to be. So I'm not leaving. You'll just have to get by without me. I told you she'd refuse to come back with us. Should have brought a fishing net. Or maybe we forget this whole thing and you take me back to the castle. I'm sure I can make up some excuse. What are you doing? You think you can catch a mermaid underwater? Besides, what about her friends? What the hell? How dare you, tossing me up here? Oh, so they didn't want to deal with you either, huh? Silence. No matter. I don't need them. I'll simply be a mermaid who lives for herself. Just push me back into the water. What are you doing? Yeah, sorry, but I think our faithful guard is over chasing you around. I am too, actually. Make sure you double knot that. How dare! Wow. Wasn't expecting the gag. But I guess I don't want to hear her complaining either. Right, having a woman shouting in her boat would be bad too. What to do now? I know that, but won't it be hard to get her to those demons to undo this without people seeing us? I mean, we've got a mermaid in our boat. That's gonna draw attention. And the last thing I want is people noticing the missing princess in a boat with a mermaid that looks just like her. Imagine the rumors. Okay, hell damn the consequences then. Don't give me that look, princess. Even I can't have sympathy for you now with how much trouble you've caused both of us. That's what, 2 deals with demons in a week? And with how bad those mermaids wanted to get rid of you, it probably would have been 3 soon. Hey, don't look so down. At least you got to go swimming. Why shouldn't I mock her? This whole mess is her fault. Hell, if she hadn't been such a brat, I would have been able to play princess with nobody the wiser. Oh, really? You would have sniffed me out eventually? Before or after I ruined the royal family? Look, I'm sure you've been thinking about this from the start. But even if you do bring the princess back to clear your name, how well do you think it'll turn out? The princess seems pretty furious right now, and her word is law in the castle, more or less. No matter how grateful the king is to have her back, all it would take is 1 word from her and you're done for. And I'm sure she'll have several words. I'm saying the most sensible thing to do here is take her back to the lake demons, get her changed into a human to break her deal with them, and then drown her ourselves. Let me finish. When she dies, I'll get her soul, and the power of that soul. And then I can use that power to get the hell out of here. And I can take you with me. I don't know, to a different kingdom where you aren't actively being hunted down. Sounds simple, right? You're really that worried about the royal family? When's the last time they did anything for you? Why should you care about the line of succession? Right. War. So what? Ugh, you're way too altruistic. I'm sure they can have another kid. The king's not that old. You're an idiot. Don't expect me to stick around for your tragic end. So, emergency change of plans. I was gonna record more yaoi today, but it's starting to rain. Now I gotta record the audio that takes place in a place where there's water.